Welcome or welcome back to Betide, and this video marks the beginning of the Edgegap Integration Kit series. I don't know if that sounds good, but this is just the beginning video. This is a 5 video series wherein in the first part we will be setting up Edgegap. The second part will be covering how you could get deployments up and running automatically through APIs. The third part will be covering the matchmaker, the Gen 2 matchmaker that just released that just came out of beta last month. And the fourth part will be covering the integration of this team, and the last part will be covering Lyra. So if any of that interests you, you can just follow the series. Let us know if you have any questions. The Edgegap team itself is pretty good, so if you join the Discord and if you need any help, the community is pretty good. You can get help there, or you can always join the Betide Studios group and get help there. That's it, let's get started. Just mind you, this video was recorded back in October 2024. It's more than 4 months, I think, 4 months old. The reason is this is the third time I'm trying to record this series. Due to some reasons, I lost the animation files for the first video, and now this time I have not animated anything. So the first two part of the videos are the first two part of the series are from the October trial, and then the rest 3 are new, which are recorded yesterday and today itself. That said, let's get started. Again, let us know if you get any questions, but it should be a pretty smooth ride. Bye.
So the first thing that we need to set up is Docker. It's a pretty straightforward process. On the Docker's official website, you can just go and download the version of Docker desktop that you want to use. I just download the default one and install it normally. If you already have it installed, you just need the path where you have installed it. That should be it. After the installation has been done, feel free to close the website and then search for Docker desktop and open it up. It's taking a bit of time, but you should see a license agreement. Feel free to agree to it. If you deny, you won't be let in, so do as you want. And login is not required, so you can skip all the survey and login stuff. And there you should have your Docker running. On the left end, you should see engine running. This is the most important part of the Docker stuff. The second thing that we want is Linux Toolchain, which will help us make builds for Linux from Windows. So for this, you just need to go on the link that is in the description and download the version of Toolchain that you are using. So for instance, if you're using 5.4, you will have a different version. For 5.5, you will have a different version. Just install it. It's pretty easy and you don't need to remember the path. But I will say remember store the path somewhere, because we will be using it in the second part of the series. And basically that would be used for using multiple engine versions together. When both of these things are done, let's go and quickly set up our Unreal Engine project. So I am going to use a complete basic blueprint project, that is a third-person one without any starter content. Let me remove that. But it's a complete empty project without any C++ classes. If you already have one, you can skip to the next part. So the first thing that we need to do is add an empty C++ class, because we need to install the plugin and also we need to build dedicated servers. So there should be an empty C++ class installed. If you don't have C++ support in your PC, or basically you have not installed Visual Studio, you can check the description for tutorials on that. Now we need to install EGIK, that is Edgegap Integration Kit. So create a plugins folder and paste the plugin. I am using the fab version of the plugin. You can install it from GitHub and clone the plugin here. That should be it. Now go back and right click your uproject file and generate Visual Studio files. When that is done, it will ask you the version that you want, and I will be using, as we talked about, I will be using the source version of the engine. Please again check the description if you want to know how you can build source engine of the source version of the engine. And then normally just build the project. You will see a lot of stuff going out. So make sure you have the output log selected from the bottom left. If you get any errors, feel free to post it on our Discord and maybe we can help you more. Now let's open up the engine and you see a error. That's a good news. That means the kit is all active and you see it failed to verify a token. Now that is because the token is not yet added. And now let's go to settings and you have a lot of stuff here. So firstly, we need to fill the API keys, the path, the Docker. Now, if your Docker path is different, you need to put that here, or if you had it already installed. So now let's go on our Edgegap page under tokens, create a new token. This will be, let's name it something. And then, because this is for making builds, make sure it's a quick start one. And if it's not for builds, then you can just use a normal API key. That will be enough. So paste the key that you get here and press enter and it should work. So press on verify. If it's getting empty after you leave, make sure you press enter to set the key, and or else it will not get applied. Now let's create an authentication key. This is the key that is used to send APIs. So basically the clients would be using this key too. So pass this here. And even if you want to secure this key, you can do the client calls from your own backend, but that's just something security wise and you will have to take a decision. Now you can create an application from here directly, or you can go under applications tab and create your own application. I will be creating one from here because it has some icons which are good looking, not the best that you can find, but good looking. Yeah. Let's create one and name it something and create. Now that's the only thing that you need to do. Just put the name that you put there and done. Now the last thing that we need to do is we need to enable source control in our dedicated server support in our project. So duplicate your editor file and rename it as server. Do the same in the file. This is again covered in our last video, so you can just rename the editor part of the file with server, and that should be it. Save it, close the project, and just regenerate Visual Studio files and reopen the project. So when that has happened, go and press on build and push. Now this will take a few seconds and you should see an error if Docker is not running. You need to select a location, and if Docker is running, the build will start it. If the Docker is not running, it will ask you to open Docker desktop. So just do it and make sure that Docker engine is running on the bottom left as we discussed. Let's make the build quickly and the build is finished. It takes a bit to upload, so if you go under your application, you should see new versions. And if you open any of these versions, you will also see that the port is empty. Now this was a problem with the older version of the plugin, but now it's fixed. So for now, just set it to 7777 and disable one-to-one mapping, and you should now be able to connect to this. Now Edgegap has a pretty good feature of active caching. What it means is your build will be available on the server, so it will deploy within a few seconds. Normally it takes a second or two. See the screenshot from Austin. Austin is a part of the team now, and see how quick his builds are deployed. So let's copy the port. So let's copy the connect path and directly try to connect it. And do that here also. Oh, but we are not on the same screen, so time to debug. Why that happened? Okay, so it is a checksum error. So in 5.2 and later, checksum gives you an error that the build was not matching. So in your default engine.ini, scroll down and add this bit. It's given in the description again. Just feel free to copy it. But if you don't want to override the checksum, just make a build and then try to connect to the server. You will be able to. Because we are trying it from the editor, we are getting that error. And even now, if I don't rebuild the server and just play directly and try to connect, I will be able to connect, but I will just see a black world because checksum will not match. So I will just say rebuild with that config added, and you should be able to connect directly from the editor. But
if you do not add that config, you will have to rebuild. So you will have to build the clients also. So now that is done. Let's quickly open here also. And we both are here. Let me just show you. Nice. So we overrided the checksum, as you know. So in the next part of the video, next part of this series, we will look at deployments and stuff like that, and how you can request deployments if you're using EOS and stuff. And then in the last part of the series, as we already talked, we will be looking at matchmaking. That is it for this video. Let me know if you have any doubts with Edgegap. Feel free to join the Discord. They have a pretty good team to help you out in case you get any issues. That's it. Thanks a lot. Meet you in the next one.